It's Jay back again for another one, and tonight I have with me
Malaya.
and Malaya. So tonight we saw a preview of the movie Avatar: The Way of the Water. So we saw it a few days early. So real quick, okay, so no spoilers. What was your overall thoughts about the movie?
The movie was pretty good, and I loved everything that went on. It was pretty nice, and I just felt connected to the movie.
It definitely felt like your type of movie with the nature of it all, the beauty of it all, the connection, the balance of nature, the water. No spoilers with that. Yeah, it felt like you. I thought it was a great movie as well. I thought it was beautiful. It's like a 3-hour long movie, even though you could kind of tell it was 3 hours, but not in a bad way. I think things like having to go to the bathroom or getting hungry or getting thirsty was more of a reminder of the time than it was like the story being slow or anything like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting that after the first movie that they found a way to make another movie out of it. And then even with that, you could tell that there could possibly be a part 3 as well, which is pretty interesting and neat. Mm-hmm. The movie was hard to pull off in the first place, so I was really surprised that they could pull it off again like this and still making it where you still want more. And if there was another movie to be made, which I know that they already had the part 3 already done, and he already has 4 or 5 as well, and
really?
Have all the way up until I think 6 or 7. And so it just depends on if the movies do well or not. But I think this will do very well. I think it's shot very well. I think the characters are great. I think it's a trip that this movie is computer animated.
Yes.
It looks so real that you don't even notice it. That's how far along. And you're dealing with water and water textures and reflections and colors and stuff like that. That thing looks real. It looks real. The original one I seen years ago looked real. So for this to be on this other level, most of the time when you have animation and computer graphics, you could tell the change, when it gets old, when you watch it, or it feels a little, uncanny and doesn't feel like current. Whatever they're doing, they're always stepping it up. And you can't, it just feels of this time, and it looks realistic.
Yeah.
The character expressions and things like that was really cool. Yeah. What else did you like about it? Just overall.
Kind of like what you're saying about the computer stuff. It almost felt like that I was in the movie, that I was watching from the background in a way. Mm-hmm. I wasn't in the story, but I felt like I was still there experiencing with all the characters what they were going through. Right,
which is amazing, and it was so sharp too. And the thing is also, we were supposed to see it in 3D. There's a problem with the theater with the projector, and so we had to see it in 2D. And even though I was kind of disappointed about not seeing it in 3D because I love 3D movies, it still popped. The depth, it had a punch to it. It just looked real. It looked real, even for it to be. And we saw it in Dolby, and so the sound, shake the chairs and all that. So the sound is very immersive. Like I said, the way it's layered, the way it's shot, so it feels like you are actually there. Yeah, and that movie really had heart. It really had heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it again. I think people are gonna love it. Would you see it again?
Yes, definitely.
So what's that look? Explain.
No, it's just such a good movie, and it's just it kind of reminds me, the way the vibrations and stuff from the sound, it reminded me of a Universal ride where you're watching the screen and the chairs shake and you're kind of going along with the story.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. As a first impression of getting out of the theater and seeing it, it was wonderful. The movie didn't start until late because we had issues, and it's almost midnight, and we just, getting back to the car. So that goes to show you, for me not to fall asleep on it and still be excited about it, that says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any final words, Malaya Lee?
It was just an overall great movie, and I can't wait for it to actually be out in other theaters so other people can experience this too.
Yeah, which will be in a couple days, and we'll be seeing it again, but this time in 3D. So we both loved it. Looking forward to seeing it again. We think that you will enjoy it. Can't wait to hear what everybody thinks about it. I'm excited to hear and discuss. Yeah. It was great seeing this movie with you. It's always a great experience in movies with you. Yeah. I've been dragging you to movies with me since you were 6 months old. And I love sharing movies and stuff with you, and I'm glad that you you still don't mind hanging out with your dad on a Tuesday night at almost midnight, watching movies.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so that was Jay and Malaya Lee. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe. Be sure to check out past and future episodes of this show, along with my other shows entitled The Movie Bench Quarterbacking Podcast and The J and Podcast, available now on all streaming platforms. Until next time, peace.